Stop closing your eyes when you come to eat the Lord's Supper. Now, why would I say a thing like that? It is very common when people eat the Lord's Supper that they close their eyes, shut everything else out, and they start imagining the horror and depth of how Jesus was in pain on the cross and what this means in relationship to them and what they deserved. Now, I'm not going to say that it's a bad thing to think of the emotional depths and the physical pain that Jesus suffered. But this private experience, this emotional accent on the table is not where the Bible places it. The Bible makes the Lord's Supper a communal event, a community event, and it is not one of sorrow. It is not one of this kind of emotional roller coaster so that you can appreciate all the pain Jesus endured. But Paul says that Jesus tells us to do this in remembrance of me. And so that remembrance terminology makes us think of using our imaginations as if we could remember the sort of pain that he suffered. The term Paul uses, however, is used in the Greek Old Testament to refer to peace offerings, and the term could better be translated, do this as my memorial. Through these memorials that God instituted, he promised to remember his covenant with Israel and work for them on their behalf. When Jesus provides the Lord's Supper to us, he is saying that the Father will remember us in salvation and judgment because we are the covenant people and we are participating in the covenant. We are renewing the covenant when we celebrate the Lord's Supper. The communal aspect of this celebration is very much to the forefront. Jesus does not give the Lord's Supper as a private devotional exercise. It is an exercise and a ritual of the church, of the body of Christ. Paul says in 1 Corinthians chapter 10 that it is a koinonia, a mutual participation or partnership of the body, the whole body. He says that because we who are many eat of the one bread, we in fact become one bread. We eat together, and as we participate together in the body of Christ, we become the body of Christ, if you will. This sort of participation, again, is not an individual event. It is intended to be a corporate event. It is intended and designed to be outwardly focused. When you get together with your family at Thanksgiving, what is the one thing you really don't want to see at the Thanksgiving table? You don't want to see everybody sitting there with their phones and focused on their own things. It is a family meal. You want people to relate to one another. You want them looking at one another, enjoying each other. And so too with the Lord's Supper, Jesus went to the point of death in order to make us a body, a family, built and joined together. And when we celebrate the Lord's Supper, we are in fact celebrating. So when you come to the table, don't close your eyes. Don't get sentimental. Don't descend so far deeply into your imagination that you fail to connect with the body around you. You are in koinonia. You are in partnership with these people who surround you. Like it or not, they are members of the same body you are, and this table is designed to draw you deeper and further and more truly into that connection.